when they don't play the Higher Fabersham. And there's the Rise of Titans. There's the second one that I thought that they wouldn't have for sure. How embarrassing. This is Dylan's spicy deck. This is the Amethyst Steel colorways. And it's got some standard cards, but it's also got some spice. The Isabela, you don't see her too much. All these other cards, yeah, you see them. The evasive Pascals are here. The banish items with the Benjas is here. And then when it gets into the actions, that's where it gets interesting. This Titan's Decree, it's here for Diablos and it's here for Buckies. So this thing gets around Ward the same way that Lady Tremaine gets around Ward. Each opponent chooses one of their characters and deals 2 damage. So if you have Ward on your character, your opponents can't choose it. So like this, they'll have to choose their Bucky. They'll have to get rid of their Bucky on turn 2, and then we'll laugh, laugh, laugh so they can't shift their Diablo. And if they shift their Diablo, we'll just Titan's Decree it again. Feel? Ja feel? We got Baboons to do the same thing though, but to the Diablos. We got Zeus's. Along came Zeus's. Yep, friends on the other side. Fortisphere, the Spellbook, and then topping it all off, nice and neat, is the Queen's Castle. You know it. You've seen it. Gain 2 lore, get a card if you have a character there. It's what we're doing. Pretty low inkable. Uninkable with 11. That's perfect. Exact 30-30 split between the colors. We take those. Let's get into a game.
Things we learned in this video. Isabela Madrigal is undervalued in the meta right now. Like, quest for 4, hello, it's pretty sick. Like, if they wipe your board, you just put her out there. Quest for 4, it's a good deal. Number 2, Tinkerbell is either Bay or Cap, but never both. And number 3, there's always another Rise of Titans.
The Dylan's Spice deck is going against Sapphire Steel. Probably the item deck with the Ariel that's going around right now. It's really solid. There's Isabela, and I think we just might get rid of maybe just one of them, because we don't know what she does. She gets lots of lore is what she does. She can quest for 4 basically. Beast is going right into the Inkwell. There you go, Beast. Your new home into the Inkwell. We don't need none of that negativity. Tragic Hero, that's so negative, dude. We'll do the Pascal because he can become evasive, and then we pass the turn. We would love to see a Robbity Bobbity shift draw next turn, but who knows? We get along came Zeus, and that's not what we asked for. Do we put the crab down? No, we're going to go Isabel so we can do the crab on 3, and then the crab can sing and stuff, and that's sicko mode. There is the Pascal. Question for 1. He's evasive now. What could they do? Nothing. They don't even have a popsicle in sight. They're probably going to 1 jump ahead this turn, but who knows? His name is Quelf Blarf. There's the Mr. Smee. Can we take out the Mr. Smee? We do get the Shift Robbity Bobbity. What do? We ink. We do a little bit of that. We do a little bit of this. We do a little questing. And we pass the turn. That's all we got. Maybe it was a mistake to exert our Robin, but we're just doing it, dude. They ink the Rise of Titans, good to know. So our Queen's Castle will be safe. Because lots of decks only play like 2 Rise of Titans. Let the Storm Rage on is here to do 2 damage to our Pascal. He's going to be going away for a long time. Pascal, welcome to the banishment area, which is this little skull here. Pixelborn is such a good game. We get Queen's Castle. We could Zeus that thing. I think we're going to just put out Queen's Castle and see what they do, feller. We pass the turn. Yeah, they could Zeus it, but why would they? There's the Hiram Flaversham into the ink. That's always good news when they don't play the Hiram Flaversham. And there's the Rise of Titans. There's the second one that I thought that they wouldn't have for sure. How embarrassing. We get Titan's Decree. Do we play it or do we Zeus him? We would have to play both to get rid of this. I think we're going to sing it with Robin. Weirdly. I don't know why. And then we'll just play our goat. And we'll ink a Baboom in case they hold New World. And then we pass turn. Each opposing. That wouldn't work for us. Why would it let it play us? I guess to empty your hand. Because some decks you don't want to have cards in your hand. Which deck is that? Your opponent's deck. They have 5 ink. Is it going to be a whole new world? Is Let the Storm Rage On. Does 2 damage to our Robbity Bobbity. They only have 2 ink to play with. And that is okay with us. We get a goat. Hey, goat. We play it, and that gains us a lore. And then we're going to quest for 2, quest for goat. And we're playing against a no-play character. This guy doesn't have a board. He's just kind of doing little things. I don't know. What's going on here? There's the Fortisphere into the inkwell. They have 6 ink. Could it be a Tinkerbell? Oh, yeah, baby! Tinkerbell does 1 damage to everybody when it enters play. How are we going to get rid of this Tinkerbell? Friends on the other side, don't mind if I do. We're going to sing it with our goat. We get 2 Titan's Decrees, and that is not enough to take them out. Ooh. We'll just play a Robin Hood onto the battlefield. And quest, and pass. Maybe we should have done it now so it has 4 damage, so when it attacks, then, like, that's it. But they could have popsicles. Who knows what they got? There's Grab Your Swords, does 2 damage to everybody. It takes out both of our goats, but we gain 2 lore. Count them. 1, 2 lore. We're at 12 now. And then this Tinkerbell. Oh, they sang it? They sang Grab Your Swords, and they have 6 ink to play with. There's the Zeus to take out this Robin Hood. Leave Robin Hood alone. Hopefully they don't have any other heat for us. Alright, here's the plan. The Wombo combo. We're going to Titan's Decree. They do 2 damage to their Tinkerbell, and then we are going to swing in for the knockout. We gain 2 lore in the challenge, and we're going to get to draw a card. Pretty cool. If we ink Robin Hood, then we can put out Isabela, and she quests for 5 next turn if there's no other characters that quest, which we're not. Oh, she only quests for 4. Duh. And she only gets it on our turn during your turn. That might be important later. There's the Fortisphere, draw a card. Cost them 1 ink. They could play a Tink. They could also Zeus this thing. There's the Grandma Tala. They're probably looking for a Zeus. And we're going to quest for 4 to go to 18 next turn. There's the Popsicle. They're getting their board built, I'll tell you what. There's the Mr. Smee into the inkwell. They're targeting Isabela, but I think they should leave Isabela alone. There's a Merlin Rabbit. He helps us draw a card. Don't mind if I do. It's the Mr. Smee, and we are going to play the Mr. Smee because we would like to win the game. There's quest for 4, go to 18. Now these guys can't quest for the rest of the turn. That's why those like chain link fences appear. Pixelborn is such a good game. Oh. Grab Your Swords does 2 damage to everybody, and that's okay with us as long as they don't play a Tinkerbell and a damaging spell on this. We're going to have the dub. There's the dub. 20-0. We go against that Emerald Steel, my favorite deck. Mr. Savage Kirby 47. Is that Travis Kelce's jersey number? I think so. Somebody likes Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Cusco. Yes, don't mind if I do. Oh, you beast. And you. And you. And you, and you. Go away. We're mulliganing those because those are like big brain plays, and we're trying to just play our 2 drops and our 3 drops. Those numbers make sense to us. Do they have any items? Not a chance, so Benja is going into the inkwell. Right? There's Robbity Bobbity. And Benja is going into the inkwell. For 1 ink, we're going to press this button right up here. It's blue, and it says pass. Boppa! Opa! They have 2 ink. Do we see the Mr. Smee come out from them? They ink the Strength of the Raging Fire, and surprise, surprise, it's a Buckaroo. That means if they shift Robin Hood, which they're doing. We're going to have to discard a card. So we're going to play that there. And put out our Cusco. And then when they ask us to discard a card, it's probably going to be this rabbit, right? No, it wouldn't be that rabbit. It's going to be the rabbit. No, why would we do that? It's rabbit for sure. They ink an Aladdin, the Floodborn one, and then they're going to shift their Robin Hood. Oh, O'Reilly's. We have to discard a card, and it's going to be a rabbit, right? For sure. For sure, because he has fur, rabbit, fur. It's still their turn. They can quest for 2 and quest for that one, but they won't ever quest this one because this one is here for different reasons altogether. There's the goat, or as I like to call him, the ink. For 3, do we hard play this? Sure does look like it. There's Pascal and Fortisphere. And we quest, so if they attack, we can draw a card. But then they can attack and then quest this without any punishment. But they don't know if we have Louisa. We don't have Louisa. We do have Madam Mim Fox, but we don't have any 1-cost characters on the board. There's the Aladdin. They played a Floodborn, so we have to discard. Is it going to be Queen's Castle? No, it's going to be Fortisphere because of this thing. Goodbye, Fortisphere. They quest. Titan's Decree. So whenever they quest, yeah, we have to banish a chosen item. No, thank you. A little here and here. And here. Why would they use this? Because we have it in hand? Is that the answer? Just because we have it, we're going to use it? Does that sound right? We're kind of getting jelked on, dude. 2 damage to the Robbity Bobbity. Do we throw a big one into this Robin Hood? Or do we quest? I think we're going on a little quest, a little adventure, trying to find the lore. We got 2, we got 5. Savage Kirby, Travis Kelce's jersey number is on a roll. An unstoppable force. If they play another Floodborn, we're going to literally say boo-hoo. There's Let the Storm Rage On is going to do a damage to our Pascal. R.I.P. in peace, Pascal. There's Sudden Chill. We discard a card. It's going to be the book. Then if they play a Floodborn, we get rid of Tinkerbell, but we don't want to get rid of Tinkerbell. There's the Pegasi, which they could have played, but they didn't. They take out our Cusco, and we're going to draw a card. That's good news because we need to ink something and then keep a card in hand so we don't have to get rid of Tinkerbell. Draw a card. It's Beast, Sad Boy. Do we play the Beast? If we do that, that's more of a threat. This lets us draw cards. Why are we doing this? We quest. They're at 7. And oh, we do play the rabbit. Yep. There's that guy, and we pass. We were thinking that we just keep it in our hand because if they play a Floodborn, then we have to discard a card. But like we got the rabbit, and then we still get a card. If they play 2 Floodborns, that'd be terrible. But I don't think they have the ink for 2 Floodborns. They do have the ink for shifting 2. Shift, discard a location card. So cool that they added that little mechanic. They added a couple mechanics. The shift for a different cost and also the sing together mechanic. Wow, wow, wow. Do we see an ink? It's Let the Storm Rage On. Is going to do 2 damage to our Cusco. We still get to draw a card, though. That doesn't bother us none. It's Pascal. They're questing with their silly elephant guy. Question with that one. Inking it. And passing the turn. So the good news is we can take this out. But the bad news is we can't take it out now. We will ink Pascal. Play this to get rid of those things. 4/6. We can either make them draw a card or not have one lore next turn. Not have 2 lore next turn. Or that. Oh, we can sing Zeus. Don't mind if I do. That's a better deal, yeah. And then they don't get to draw a card. Get Shrek'd upon. It's finally starting to look up for us. Or is it? 10 lore is sure a lot of lore. There's the Diablo. They're not going to be able to exert it. And we used up our thing. I don't think they know how this game works. Because if we go here, then we ping damage over there. I don't think they read this morning's cereal box. There it is. Cleared the board. And we're sitting pretty. Here's a Floodborn character. The Robin Hood. The champion of Sheriff Wood. And we pass turn. I don't think they know what we know. Savage Kirby, Travis Kelce, what's going on, bud? There's the Captain Crook. Shift 3, Challenger 3. Characters with 3 cost or less can't challenge. How about characters with 3 cost or less can't exist? Get out of here, boy. He's gone. And then we play our Smee, and now we're down to a hand of 0. Big numbers. I know. They have 3 cards in hand, 5 ink. We have no cards in hand, 6 ink. What is going to happen? We're going to be able to quest for 7, go up to a total of 16 next turn. The way I did that math is I take 9 and I take 7 and then I minus 1 off of 7 and I make this a 10. That's how my brain works. Hey, look. It's the Captain of Sherwood. We get Isabela. And we're just going to play her. Because why not? We should probably save this. But we're not. We want to get the lore. We're here for lore. We're not here to lose. And then we pass turn. There's 16 on board. This quest for 4 all by itself. So if they do anything and don't take this out, we win with Isabela. They play a Captain Crook, but we're good to go. They play out the Pegasus, and all we're going to do is quest with the Isabela. And then we win. We get the big W's. They gain 2 lore in that challenge, and we go down to only gaining 6 next turn. And then check it out. Maybe we do this just because we're silly goobers, and then we do that. And then we quest for 4. Bum, bum, bum. 21 lore. Don't bust. Don't get 22 or you don't win the pot. Thanks for watching, guys. Dylan, thanks for the deck.